Today we'll be discussing about the concept of sliding window protocol. Okay, before that, in the communication you all know the 7 layers that we will be dealing. So the topics which we will be discussing today is communication, the sliding window protocol, the key aspects of the protocol, the piggybacking, sender and receiver side, 1-bit slide window, and the merits and demerits of sliding window. Okay, so let's check. So communication, you all know there are 7 layers. Each layer it will be doing its own task. Each layer, you can say it will be transferring the data from one layer to another layer. At the end, it will be between the applications which will be checking and receiving the information from the physical layer till the application layer. In between layers are the most important one, which will take care of the whole information which is being transmitted. So when the information is being transmitted here, it has to be linked, and wherever the information is being passed here, so it will be passed from the data link layer to the network. Data link layer is nothing but it's the layer which gets the information linked from one layer to another layer, and its information is being passed. And in the network layer, it is the network aspect. It may be using the coaxial cable or the Wi-Fi mediums through which the information it will be transferred. Okay, so it has its own mediums in the network where the information is being transferred. So let's check out how the information is being passed in sliding window protocol. Okay, so sliding window protocol are the methods which will help you out in controlling your flow of data. Okay, when the information is being transferred, it controls the information which is being transferred from the data link layer. The data link layer, it will be consisting of the algorithm. Okay, that algorithm which will help you out in moving the packets from one layer to another layer. And how the information is being passed is, when the information it is said to be giving an acknowledgement, then only it will be transferring the information to the other. Okay, this main aspect of the sliding window, remember the sliding window, the sender and the receiver side, they maintain their own buffers. So information, when it is said to be sent and received, it will be stored in the buffer. Okay, when it is received, when it receives, it will receive one by one. Whereas when it is being sent, it can send multiple packets at a time based on the timer. Okay, it will send a packet in certain amount of time, and the receiver receives the information in certain amount of time. If any problem is there, then an acknowledgement information is being sent, and the information may be resent. Okay, and the packets, when it is being transferred, remember the packet, it will be in the window. Okay, so in that window, it will be sliding the various packets one by one after it is said to be receiving the acknowledgement. I send it simultaneously 10 packets at a time, but when it is sent from one device to another device, it has to slide the information from one device to another device. While that sliding, it should be taken care that no error happens, no duplicates happen when the information is being transferred. Okay, and as I said, when the receiver side, when it is said to be receiving the information, it maintains a buffer. So when it receives the information, it will store in the buffer, and one by one it will be receiving the information in an order. Okay, in an order means what? It will receive the information in particular sequence number format only. Okay, and mainly this sliding window protocol, it uses the concept of full duplex, both the way interaction, both the way transmission happens. Okay, this sliding window protocol, it will be using a concept called as piggybacking. Piggybacking is nothing but when the information is being transferred from one layer to the another layer. So your information is being transferred from your data link layer to the network layer. So when it is being transferring the information, it maintains a separate control frame. What is that control frame? Is that network layer, it will transfer the information into the network through a separate buffer. It maintains a buffer. So when it receives the information in sequence wise 1, 2, 3, 4, then only it will transfers to the other end. That piggybacking happens. It maintains a buffer, it backs up the information, keeps a backup, then it will be sending the information. And here also, when it is being sent, is each and every time it should maintain an acknowledgement. That acknowledgement it should be sent. And it next time when the frame is being accepted, after the acknowledgement, it will be sent easily without any disturbance. Okay, and the technique which is being used, it is called as the piggybacking. Piggybacking is nothing but when the information is being transferred over the network, it should maintain a backup. Whenever it is being lost, it will not go into the sender and it will be receiving the information. There only in the network, from the buffer from which device the buffering happens, that device it will be sending into the network through that particular device only it will be sending. Okay, that is called as piggyback. So your sender side and the receiver side you will be learning. So sender side, it can send multiple frames at a time. Okay, sequentially it will be sending one by one, and even the sender window is also like it is said to be fixed. Okay, it will be using some concept through which your information of the particular frame it will be sent one by one without any disturbance. So what is that one by one? As the header frame, it consists of the number of bits which will be carried. So that number of bits is from 0 to 2 to the power k minus 1. So your bits of information is 3 bits. So when you consider 3 bits, it is 2 to the power 3 minus 1 is equal to 7. So your window size it will be 7. Why window size is 7 is it should send and receive the information one by one, each and every time, first one, second one, third one. It should give an acknowledgement. So it will be given a bigger size of window. Okay, that window size, it is the most important one when it is being sent, when the information is said to be sent from one to another. And as I said, it will maintain a separate buffer which will be flowing the information from one end to another end through the help of the buffer. Okay. The receiver side, remember, this is important one. The window size is only 1 because it can accept 1, gets the acknowledgement and stores it. So next window size, it is 1, gets the information and then it stores in the buffer. So it will not be having a bigger window size. Okay, it receives the acknowledgement and stores it. From the beginning, whenever it is said to be receiving in n number of frames, it will be storing in the buffer only 1 frame at a time. Okay, but it can give an acknowledgement to multiple frames. But receival is 1 by 1. So here any of the frames which are being sent, all the frames it will be sent, it will be receiving 2, 3, 4. Afterwards only the sequence number 5 which is there. Then after receiving of 4 only it can receive the sequence of 5. Okay, and as I said, the buffer size is said to be 1. Okay, so 1 bit sliding window is nothing but when k only 1 bit is being transferred, the sender window k to the power 2 to the power 1 minus 1 is nothing but only 1 at a time it will be sending the information. It can be said as a stop and wait protocol, where it sends the information one by one, sends, receives, sends, receives. So it's a 1 bit sliding window protocol. Sliding window is said to be there in all the aspects, not only one, it will be there in all the aspects. Okay, this window, 3-bit sequence number, it mainly initializes the information. This information, whatever it is, it will be initialized. First, the frame will be sent, frame has been received, then afterwards it even should receive the acknowledgement. First frame sent, receival of the first frame, acknowledgement is also being received. Like that happens in the 3-bit sequence number. Okay, in the 1-bit sliding window, it is between 1 to 1 communication. Okay, 1 is set to be sent, received. First 0th frame sent and received. Get the frames, it receives. Gets the frame, it's received. Gets the frames, it receives. But there are chances of duplication here. Main aspects is that you can't see in the network that it doesn't get duplicated. But when the receiver side at the other end through the network is there, it should check for the duplications. That is the important thing, that information it may be sent in the network layer, it will be sent from one layer to another layer, from host A to host B. But when it is being transferred, it should be taken care that many of the packets it may get duplicated. So that duplication it should be taken care when the information is being transferred. Okay, and there are few merits and demerits. The merits is nothing but multiple packets can be transmitted without waiting for the acknowledgement. It is not only supporting the stop and wait, all the techniques it is being supporting, and it will be using the concept of piggybacking. It uses the concept of full duplex lines. It will be using backing up of your information which is being transferred or the packets which are being transferred. Demerits, since it doesn't have any limit, it also becomes a demerit because multiple packets are being sent at a time. It will be difficult to manage the network. Okay, so limitation it should be there little bit at least, and the bandwidth may be wasted because you are said to be sending multiple, sometimes you may send 10, sometimes 1, it may be 2, 3. So the bandwidth each and every time it is not said to be fixed, it will be wasting for certain amount of situations. Okay, that is the disadvantage in sliding window protocol. Okay, so this is the concept of sliding window protocol which you have learned. Okay, thank you.